The way that the Patriots have been playing lately has been magnificent. I mean, the way that they've been just playing it smart. Mac Jones, he's only had a 300 passing game this season twice, but he is first in completion percentage. He doesn't do just little dump passes. Like, he's been even it deep, and he can go. He can go. Not only that, but this last game, that the way that they played, the way that they used the game plan, also due to weather, has been phenomenal. You're in Buffalo, New York. The wind is in the 50-mile-an-hour mark. Before the game, there was a clip of a kicker just going for a routine 30-yard field goal. He kicked it, and it was straight up the gut. Couldn't have gotten any better kick. Until it sliced about 15 yards that way. 15 yards to the right. The wind was going to be a huge factor in the game, and it was going to be a good game. The winner of this game would have taken over the division. Both teams were tied at Patriots actually were at 8-4. Bills 7-4. The only reason why was because the Bills had a bye week at one point. The Patriots are having their bye week the following weekend. So, winning this game determines who's positioned where in the playoff seeding and who's in first. So the way that the Patriots did, they're just going to run the ball. Mac Jones is fine with running the ball. He's fine with, he doesn't care. He has stated all he wants to do is just win. Plus, the one quote that I think of in the lines of Mac Jones was from Vince Lombardi. Winning's not everything, but it should be. And I couldn't agree more. Especially with it tying in to Mac Jones. Mac Jones has only thrown the ball for 300 yards twice. He doesn't. That's not him. He plays it smart. He plays to win the game. He's not all about pad my stats. I just want a Super Bowl. I just want to win. And heading into the season, I would have just been like, all right, it's going to be like the 90s again. Patriots aren't going to be that little they're the Patriots like they've been. No, they're just a football team that just so happens to be in New England, Boston area. That's pretty cool. Good for them, I guess. No, they're back. They're looking to cruise. They're looking to dominate. They're the first seed right now, but due to Baltimore falling to the Steelers last weekend. Well, I don't know about many people, but from what I've seen this whole season, it's insane. Chiefs aren't their dominant selves. They're having one of their worst seasons with Mahomes ever. They've had the most turnovers with Mahomes this season ever with Mahomes. They've had the most turnover. They had more turnovers heading into week 5 than they did the entire last 3 seasons. The Ravens, the defenses are starting to figure out how to stop Lamar. So Lamar's actually having to learn how to throw the football, and that's not him. You look at the Bills, people are just using Josh Allen's arrogance against him. Because Josh Allen, he's one of those quarterbacks, he can throw the ball really hard, but he has no idea where the heck it's going. And that's how teams are beating him. That's how the Patriots beat him. That is how the Patriots beat him. That and the fact that they only threw the ball 3 times, which is the fewest times that they have thrown a pass, that any team in the NFL has thrown a pass since 1974 for the New Orleans Saints. The Patriots are this is the second time the Patriots have been a part of these stats. They are one of the teams that has won a game with the most passes attempt. That was with Drew Bledsoe in 1994 with 70 pass attempts. 70 pass attempts. But they also won with Mac Jones against the Buffalo Bills this previous Monday with three pass attempts. Of course, their defense with Matt Judon, Hightower, Devin McCourty, you got Van Noy. This team has been dominant defensively, except for the games against Miami Week 1. It was just a little rough patch. The game against the Bucks, which was a down-to-the-wire back-and-forth game, which I've talked about previously, and a dreadful game against the New Orleans Saints the following week. But I'm pleased with the way that they've been playing. They're playing good, they're looking good, and they went off against the Bills. And they're going to play them again in 2 weeks.